Esther left her home to pursue higher education in the United States, driven by the unbearable suffering her family was enduring. Determined to change their circumstances, she had solemnly vowed to work diligently and provide for them. Fortunately, she arrived safely and began attending college. To sustain herself, she also took on part-time jobs, eventually securing a position as a waitress at a cozy restaurant. The job didn't trouble her, most of the customers were pleasant, and the atmosphere was warm and welcoming. Over time, she made a few close friends at college, Victor and Ruth, a charming couple who seemed deeply in love. However, Esther's peaceful routine began to feel uneasy when a peculiar man started frequenting the restaurant. He would silently sip his coffee while staring at her with an unsettling intensity, as if he wanted to speak, or worse. Though deeply disturbed, Esther couldn't afford to leave her job, so she mustered her courage and continued working. She confided in Victor and Ruth, who warned her to be cautious around such men. Tragedy struck when Ruth mysteriously disappeared. Despite an intense 48-hour police search, no trace of her was found. Her family, along with Victor and Esther, were devastated. As the months passed and hope dwindled, life reluctantly moved on. One quiet afternoon at the restaurant, the eerie man returned. This time, he approached Esther and handed her a small gift, a delicate necklace. He confessed that she reminded him of his late daughter, who had passed away. Touched by his story yet wary, Esther accepted the gift but remained cautious. He urged her to wear it always. Thinking little of it, she complied. During the Easter holidays, Esther accepted an invitation to stay at Victor's lavish mansion, as his wealthy parents were away. She packed lightly and wore the gifted necklace. That night was filled with laughter, binge-watching their favorite shows, and snacking, but Esther noticed a foul odor permeating the house. She tried to ignore it, but curiosity got the better of her. After Victor fell asleep, she followed the scent to the basement, where she discovered a large refrigerator. Opening it, her breath caught in her throat. Inside were dismembered human remains, and among them, Ruth's severed head. Horrified, Esther stifled a scream as nausea surged. Then she heard a sinister chuckle behind her. Turning around, she saw Victor with a twisted smile. "Now that you've seen my secret," he hissed, "you won't live to tell anyone." "I ate Ruth's liver. What should I try from you? Your heart, perhaps?" Sickened, Esther shoved him and fled toward the living room, only to find it locked. Just as Victor closed in, the door burst open. Police stormed in, led by none other than the creepy man from the restaurant. He was a covert agent, investigating Victor for the murder of his own daughter, who had vanished mysteriously. The necklace he gave Esther contained a hidden camera, capturing crucial evidence. Thanks to him, Victor was finally arrested. Though traumatized, Esther's bravery helped bring a monstrous killer to justice. She could not believe she had been with a killer all along. Abigail was filled with eager anticipation as she awaited the return of her beloved husband, Michael, a dedicated soldier who had embarked on a perilous mission. This Easter, he was finally coming home, and she wanted to surprise him. She prepared his favorite delicacies and adorned their home with exquisite decorations, ensuring everything was perfect for his arrival. Late that night, the doorbell rang, sending a rush of exhilaration through her veins. She knew it was him. With overwhelming joy, she flung the door open, and there he stood, the love of her life. They embraced tightly before stepping inside, where Michael marveled at the heartfelt preparations she had made. Despite the warmth of the reunion, an inexplicable sorrow gnawed at Abigail's heart. She noticed the way Michael gazed at her, admiring her as though it was their wedding day. After a delightful dinner, they retired to bed. However, in the stillness of the night, Abigail was jolted awake by the piercing sound of her phone. She answered groggily, only to hear the anguished voice of Michael's comrade, who sobbed uncontrollably. His words sent an icy chill down her spine. "I'm so sorry, Abigail, but Michael didn't survive the mission. He lost his life while attempting to deactivate a bomb that detonated." Abigail's breath hitched. Her hands trembled. This must be an April Fool's joke, she thought, for she had spent the previous night with Michael, hadn't she? They had talked, laughed, and dined together. With a trembling hand, she ended the call and turned toward the bed. Her heart pounded violently as she realized it was empty. Panic surged through her. "Michael," she cried, but only silence responded. Frantically, she rushed to the living room, only to find that everything he had brought, his belongings, his uniform, had vanished. Abigail stood frozen, her mind reeling. She was certain of what she had seen, of what she had felt. Had she just encountered a ghost? A wave of terror and grief crashed over her, leaving her utterly shattered and forever haunted by the chilling mystery of that night. If you love creative stories and fun animations, hit that like button and subscribe. New adventures drop every week, and you don't want to miss them.